Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Russell. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Forced out of the pocket. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Makes the grab. It's Russell. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Grab near the marker. It's Russell. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 20.
Nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. To the air, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Big 1st down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes it on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety.
Deep shot for the end zone. Fires and picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Makes the catch. It's Russell. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down.
Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He'll pull it on the read. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
Another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 8 set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. This time he's got his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn downfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Trying to get to it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's ball. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. The sure hands, it's Russell. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. On target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. It's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And it looks as if wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And he made the extra point without problem. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
At the 27, brings up second down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half.
This one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Finds his tight end. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After the misfire, now on second down. The give to the back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He looks that one in nicely. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He'll do it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Floats it out in space. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Going up top. Snags it down the right side. They'll mark him. But it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break, and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just create the momentum you need to get back in the football game. It takes a little bit of luck. Got a good break there.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll keep it himself. Nice move to stay on his feet. Tripped up for the tackle.
Listen, I know you don't want to run your quarterback every play, but when you got a guy that can scoot like that, bro, you got to give him the football. You got to give him opportunities, just not too many.
And it is so tempting, especially if you feel like you need a big play and you know he can get it for you.
Yep, and I think that's why you tell him to protect himself. End of runs, slide, get down, don't take those big hits.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. It's 1st down from the 11. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
South Carolina, 28. Mississippi State.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Number 8, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it down and run. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Now, a 4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The lone back's got it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They'll try the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And he's dragged down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
There's an example here late in the game. The defense trying to affect the timing of the QB. They brought the blitz, anticipating throw, and he wasn't able to connect.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lost. Sideline. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. He'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people